Hi students, welcome to Math Tonic. I'm extremely sorry because I couldn't record the videos due to some reasons. Okay, and yes, you have exam physics, right? So today I'm going to discuss the prediction paper, uh, multiple choice questions. Okay, yes, let's start. The first question is given that which vector diagram correctly shows the force z as a resultant force x and y. Remember, if we have a force in x direction, you have a force in y direction like this, the resultant force will be in this direction. Do you understand clearly? So if you see this, this is x direction, this is y direction, so resultant force should be in this. So this is not the option. This is also not the option, and this is also not the option. You can see here, this is in y direction, right? And the force should be in this direction, so this is not all the option, right? So, but for this case, you can see here the force is in this direction, the y force in this direction, so resultant force will be in this direction, which is given in this way. So this is option D, correct? Okay, an object falls towards the surface of the earth. The object is falling at terminal velocity. So which statement is correct? Okay, remember, at terminal velocity your acceleration equals to 0 and resultant force also equals to 0. Okay, whenever the object falls, then what happens? It experiences weight which equals to the gravitational force strength or gravitational field strength. Okay, at the same time, the air resistance also acts opposite to the weight, or we can say gravitational field strengths. Got it what I'm trying to say? So if you read the option here properly, the option B will be a correct answer, because there is some air resistance and acceleration of the object is 0 due to terminal velocity. And as the object falls towards the surface of earth, that means there must be air resistance. Okay, remember, there is a C, the option C and option D, we have a no air resistance. No air resistance means whenever the object is in space, there will be no air resistance. Did you get it, everyone, clearly? So option B will be the correct answer. Question number 3. Question number 3 is given. The graph represents the motion of vehicle. So in x-axis we have time, in y-axis we have speed, right? So what is the distance traveled by vehicle in 400 seconds? I hope all of you know that the distance traveled means this is area under curve, right? So area under curve, that means we need to find out the area of this one, because this is 0 to 400, correct? So, and we need to find out area of a triangle. This will be half times base times height. So half time base is given 400 and height is given 20. You can, this is the height, right? 20. If you times it, so I'm getting 4000 meter. So this answer C will be the answer. Got it, everyone? Remember, the area under curve of a speed time graph gives you distance. Question number 4. On the earth, a spring stretches by 5 centimeter when a mass of 3 kg is suspended from one end. Okay. The gravitational field strength on the moon is 1 over 6 of that of the earth. Which mass on the moon would stretch the spring by same extension? Good question is this. Listen, uh, for the same stretch, we are going to look at the same weight being applied both on earth and moon. So for example, I'm trying to find it for earth, I'm trying to find it for the moon, right? And we know the formula, that is W equals to mg, right? So W equals to mass is given is 3 kg, so I'm writing 3, and g is 9.8 meter per second square, so I'm getting this one is 229.4. do you understand clearly, right? So for moon also same formula, W equals to m times z, and already we have calculated W here, so I'm writing here 29.4, and m I need to find out, and gravitational field strength is given 1 over 6, so I can write down 9.8 over 6, right? Correct. So if you rearrange it, so m equals to, you will get 29.4 times 6 over 9.8. When you put the value in calculator, you will get 18 kg. So this answer should be D. Did you understand, everyone, clearly? Yes. Okay, so next question, question number 5. Question number 5 is given that A train is traveling horizontally in a straight line. A book is on table on in the train. Okay. The diagram shows all the forces acting on the book. So how is the train moving? We have four options, right? Okay. Listen, if you see the question properly, that here the upward forces and downward force are equal, it means book is not moving up and down. Clear? Okay. And here only one frictional force is applied on the book. You can see here, that means the book is like moving in the backward direction. Did you get it, everyone, clearly? That means if the frictional force is applied always opposite to the motion, clear, the book is moving backwards, right? Now the question is all about the train. Now this system is present inside the train right now. Okay, if the train is moving in uniform speed, then book wouldn't have moved backward. Clear, right? So if the book is moving backward, that means the train is traveling faster than the speed of the book. Did you get it? So what does it mean? That means the train is accelerating towards the right. That is the answer for this question. Did you get it, what I'm trying to say? That is the answer for this question. Okay, now question number 6. The diagram shows that 4 beams, each of the negligible weight and freely pivoted. Okay, which of the beam is in equilibrium? Not in equilibrium, sorry. Okay, so for the beam to be equilibrium, remember the clockwise direction, okay, and anti-clockwise direction has to be equal for to be equilibrium. But we need to find out which is not equilibrium. So how to do this? Sorry. So for that we need to find out this side force times distance and this side also force times distance. So we'll try to find it. The force is given 3, distance 3 times 2, that equals to 6, and here also 6 times 1, I'm getting 6. So this is in equilibrium, correct? This side 6 times 2, I'm getting 12, and force is given 6 times 2, this is also 12, right? So here I'm getting 3, force is 3, distance is 1, 3 times 1 is 3, and here I'm getting 3 times 2 equals to 6. Here I'm getting 4 times 2 equals to 8, and here I'm getting 4 times 2 equals to 8 as well, right? So only option which don't have the exact same, so this will be option C. Did you get it, everyone, clearly? Okay, then next question. An object of mass 1.2 kg is moving with a velocity of 2 meter per second when it is acted on by force of 4 Newton. Okay, the velocity of object increases to 5 meter per second in the same direction. For which period of time does the force act on the object? Okay, we need to find the value of time. Listen carefully. If you see the question, that velocity of the object increases, what does it mean? That means object is accelerating. Got it? Very simple. That means there must be acceleration. Okay, what is the formula of acceleration? Acceleration equals to v minus u over t, right? So now, okay, the thing is we don't have the acceleration, but to find the acceleration we can use the value here, mass and force, which is given 4 Newton. Okay, because we know the formula, F equals to mass times acceleration, and acceleration equals to force over time, sorry, force over mass, right? What is force is given 4 Newton over mass is given 2 1.2 kg, right? So I got, if you try to put the value in calculator, you might get 3.3 meter per second square. Got it, everyone, clearly? Yes. Now next part is, instead of A, we'll try to put I'll put 3.33, that equals to V minus U. So V minus means a final speed is given 5, right? So this will be 5 minus initial speed is given 2 over T. We need to find the value of T. So I can say 3.33, that equals to 3 over T. If you rearrange it, that is 3.33 over, if you rearrange it, it will be 3 over 3.33. Got it? So you'll get 0.9 seconds. So 0.9 seconds, which answer? This is option A, question number 7. Got it, everyone, clearly? This is a very good question. Question number 8. Okay, question number 8 is given that which row ever the change of energy in the energy store must be correct. Okay, the first option is given water pumped up to a height altitude dam process. Energy store is given GPE, gravitational potential energy of water, and change of energy in store increases. Okay, I hope all of you know this gravitational potential energy. The formula is M times G times H. Yes, so you can see here that GP is directly proportional to the height. If the height increases, that means the gravitational potential energy is also increasing. So the first option is absolutely correct. You can see here, right? if if the gravitational potential energy of the water increases, so right, that means the height also increases. You can see a water pump to the height of altitude of dam, right? Yes, that is the answer for this question. Question number 9. The woman of mass 50 kg has a 81 joule of kinetic energy. So what is her speed? So it's a kinetic energy question. So kinetic energy equals to half times m times v squared. So kinetic energy is given 81. That is half times mass is given 50 kg. And we need to find out v. So v squared. So rearrange it. So v squared equals to 81 times 2 over 50. And for v, put square root of 81 times 2 over 50. You might get the answer nearly equals to 1.8. So this answer should be 1.8 meter per second. Got it? Yes. Question number 10. So child runs up a set of stairs 4 times. Okay, the time taken for each run is recorded. Which time is measured when the child's useful power is greatest? Okay, to find the power, all of us know the formula that P equals to work done over time, right? Work done over time. Question is given, we need to find out. For the condition is given power is greatest. What does it mean? So P is inversely proportional to T, right? So for the greatest power, we have to take the least time. That means the least time means out of 4 options, the option A is correct, which is given 10 seconds. Got it? Question number 11. A dam holds water in a reservoir. The height of water is reservoir in 15 meter. You can see here the height is given 15 meter, right? The density of water is given 1000 kg per meter cube. What is the pressure due to water at the bottom of dam? We need to find the pressure. Okay, the formula of pressure equals to height H rho G, right? Rho is the density. So height is given 15, rho is given 1000 kg times meter cube, and G is 9.8 meter per second, right? Square. So it will be 147,000 Pascal. So I think up to 2 significant figure, I'll get the answer. This is 150,000 Pascal. That is the answer, option D. Got it, everyone, clearly? Yes. Question number 12. Question number 12 is given. The diagram shows a ray of light entering the glass block. You can see here. Which calculation gives the refractive index of the glass? Okay, refractive index, the formula is n equals to sine I over sine R. What is I? I is the angle of incidence. What is R? R is the angle of reflection, right? Now you tell me, what is angle I is all about? Angle I is the angle between the ray and between the normal. Do you understand? So this angle will be 40 degree. Again, I'm saying angle of this R will be and the ray and between the normal, which is given 25 degree. This will be my R and this will be my I. Did you get it? So this n equals to, it should be sine 40 degree over sine 25 degree. This is the option. Let's check. Yes, the option A will be the answer. See here, students do the mistakes. They normally take this 50 degree, which is not the answer. You take this 40 degree for the angle of incidence. Got it? Yes. Question number 30. An object O is placed at point P, okay, near to the thin converging lens is given. The diagram shows 3 rays from the top of O passing through the lens. Each point F is 1 focal length of the center, from the center of the lens. Each point 2F, right? 2F is 2 focal lengths from the center of the lens, okay. The object O is moved to the point object U. Now the object is here, right here, right? Now question is, which type of image is produced when object O is at Q? So first ray will be going like this, and it will pass through that like F, the focal length, and one more ray will be passing to the center of the lens. It go like this and it meet somewhere else like this, right? And this image which will be like created, right hand side of this lens, definitely will be like inverted one. What will be? It will be inverted and enlarged, bigger in size. So the option should be B. Got it, everyone, clearly? Yes. Now question number 14. Question number 14 is given that which diagram shows the dispersion of white light by a glass prism? White light by glass prism. So for that question, you should know that this is the prism we have. If white light goes into this, what like different colors is dispersed, right? So I think if you remember, red, orange, yellow, I think green, blue, indigo, and violet, like this. It goes like this, right? Yes. So violet will be like this one, dispersion like this. So if you compare this with your figure like this, I think option B will be the correct one. Option A is not correct because this will be dispersed like in different ray like this. This is also not the option because it will be like dispersed downwards, right? And option D also is not correct because it will be it is dispersed straight, but it is not. It should be dispersed downwards like this. Did you get it answer? This is the answer for this question, option B. Now, question number 15. Question number 15 is given that visible light has a wavelength in the range 4.0 times 10 power minus 7 meter to 7.0 times 10 power minus 7 meter. Okay, what is the range of the frequencies of the visible light? Okay, listen carefully. How to find it? So for that, we know the formula that speed equals to F times lambda. So frequency equals to V over lambda, right? So what is a V? V is speed of light, that is 3 times 10 power 8, and lambda, first one is given 4.0 times 10 power negative 7, and for second one 3 times 10 power 8 over and it became 7.0 times 10 power negative 7. If you put the value in calculator, you'll get 7.5 times 10 power 14, and this one you will get 4.3 times 10 power 14, right? So it ranges from 7.5 4.3 times 10 power 14 to 7.5 times 10 power 14. I think the option D is correct. Okay, you can see here this answer. Got it? Now question number 16. Question number 16 is given, student X fires a starting pistol which produces smoke and sound. Student Y is standing 100 meter away. Here student X is here, student Y is 100 meter away. This is given 100 meter, right? And sees the smoke at instant it is produced. The speed of the sound in the air is given 340 meter per second. Question is, what is the time delay between the student Y seeing the smoke and hearing the sound? Okay, so simple. So we know that speed equals to, that is distance over time, and time equals to distance over speed. Very simple. So 100 over 340, which equals to 0.29 seconds. So 0.29 second means the option A will be the correct answer. Did you get it? Now question number 17. Question number 17 says, an electron moves into a uniform magnetic field. You can see here, right? The arrows shows the initial direction of motion of the electron. Okay, this is what is given here. The direction of magnetic field is into the plane of the page. Okay, if you remember, for into, we normally use the symbol like cross, or for out of page, we normally use the symbol like dot. You can see here, right? And here we have to use what rule? Left hand Fleming rule, right? If you remember that if the magnetic field moving into the page, correct, right, then what happens? Three kind of alpha rays, gamma rays, and beta rays, right? This will be your alpha rays, this is your gamma rays, and this is your beta rays. If you remember that if the magnetic field moving into the page, that's why I'm putting here what, cross, right, then beta rays will be, right, like going downwards, and alpha particles will be going opposite to that, that is upwards. You can see here, right? So beta particle means electrons towards the bottom of page. So this is the answer for this question. Do you get it, everyone, clearly? In which direction force act of electron when it enters the magnetic field? This answer should be towards the bottom of the page. Got it? Yes. Next question. Which statement about a transformer is correct? Which statement is correct? So there is an alternating current in the iron core from a primary coil to secondary coil. No, it's not iron core. It should be primary coil, right? An alternating current in the iron core induces alternating current in the secondary current. No, this is not iron core. This will be primary coil as well. Correct? An alternating current in the primary coil induces a direct current in the secondary coil. No, it induces alternating voltage, right? An alternating current in the primary coil induces alternating voltage across the secondary coil, and this is exactly the right answer. So option is D. Question number 19. Question number 19 is given that how are positive and negative ions formed from the atoms? Okay, when an atom, remember, when an atom don't need electron, that it becomes positively charged, right? When an atom accepts the electron, then it becomes negatively charged. Do you understand clearly? So positive ion means definitely it has removed an electron from the atom, right? And negative ion means it has added an electron to the atom. Do you understand clearly? That means option C is correct. Question number 20. Question number 20 is an easy question. Question is given. A nucleus has an element X represented by 56x26. What is an isotope of element X? What is isotope? Isotope means same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Yes, and this 26 represents the number of protons, and this 56 represents the number of nucleons, means protons plus neutrons. Simple. If you see the four options here, 26, this represents the same number of protons, right, but different nucleons, or we can say neutrons here. So this option B is the correct answer. Okay, question number 21. A radioactive source is placed near a detector connected to a counter. So 210 counts are recorded by the counter in 3 minutes. The background count rate is 20 counts per minute. What is the corrected count for radioactive sources? Okay, very simple. What to do is, you can count like this. 210 counts for 3 minutes. Right? So if I try to find for 1 minute, that means divide by 3, I'll get 70 counts, right? 70 counts, but there are background count rates 20, so we have to remove that as well. So 70 minus 20, that equals to 50 counts per minute. So 50 counts per minute means option A will be the correct answer. Got it? Next question. The background count rate measured by radiation counter is given 40 counts per minute. With the counter close to radioactive source, the counter's reading is 960 cpm counts per minute. The half-life of source is given 20 minutes. What is the counter reading 1 hour later? Okay, listen carefully. The first step is always, remember, step 1 is remove the background radiation, like background radiation counts, right, from that. So 960 minus, step 1, 960 minus 40, that becomes your 920 cpm. Easy, right? If you see this, the half-life is given 20 minutes, and I need to find out the counter reading after 1 hour later. 1 hour means I think it will be 60 minutes, right? So 60 minutes means how many half-lives we have? So 3 half-lives, because 20 minutes is the half-life. 3 half-lives, right? That means half-life 1, then half-life 2, then half-life 3. Do you understand? So 920 will be half, that will be 460 in the first part. Second half-life will be 230, and third half-life will be 150. Okay, be careful, this is not the answer. After finding the after finding the three half-lives CPM, then please add the background noise, right? That is given, I think, 40 counts per minute, right? So 115 plus 40, that becomes 155 cpm. So answer should be 155 cpm. Did you understand? Okay. Question number 23. Question number 23 is given: which planet in our solar system is nearest to sun, and what is the nature of the planet? Okay, I hope all of you know that in our solar system there are 8 planets. How many planets we have? We have 8 planets, right? And 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Remember, the first 4 planets are normally rocky, and last 4 planets are gaseous in nature, right? And the nearest planet, I think it's Mercury. So Mercury is rocky, so answer option A is the right answer for this question. Got it? Question number 24. A space station orbits the Earth at a distance of 7,000 kilometer from the Earth center. This is the Earth center, and it is like satellite. Yes, it is like orbiting like this. It makes 15 orbits in every 24-hour period. 24-hour period, right? Okay, so its radius is given 7,000 kilometers per the question. What is the speed of the space station in its orbit? So there, we have to use the formula like orbital speed, that is v equals to 2 pi r over time period, right? So v equals to 2 times pi times r is 7,000 kilometer over time. Be careful here for 20. So listen, 15 orbits, right? So we need to find out the time for one orbit. Got it? So t equals to 24-hour over 15. That means we need 15 orbits. So we need to find out the time for one orbit. When I do this, I'll get I think 1.6 hour, right? So yes, so in this t, I will put 1.6 hour for one orbit. So speed, if you calculate this one, 27488, which is nearly equal to 27,000, like for two significant figures. This is the answer for option. Okay, option D. Got it, everyone, clearly? Question number 25. Question number 25 is given that which nuclear reaction powers a stable star? Remember, the type of nuclear reaction takes place in a star at very high temperature will be nuclear fusion, right? And in this nuclear fusion, what happens? Two hydrogen atoms, okay, fuse together to form an helium. That is known as nuclear fusion, right? So which option is correct? I think option D. Nuclear fusion of hydrogen nuclei produces helium. That is the answer. Next, question number 28. Question number 28 is given: which stages in the life cycle of a star listed in the order that occur? Okay, listen. Interstellar dust cloud, then stable star, protostar. No, it's not. So after this will be interchanged like this. Okay, after interstellar dust cloud, it will be protostar, then it will be like stable star. Okay, first is given protostar, then will be stable star, so then will be red giant. So red giant will be coming here, stable star will be coming here, right? Then formation of red giant. Okay, here should be first red giant formation will be done. I'm sorry, one second. So yeah, first will be your protostar, then will be your red giant, then should be your white dwarf, right? So these three options are not correct. So the left part is this one: stable star, then red giant, and white dwarf. Yes, that is the answer for question. Got it? Option D. Now question number 27. Question number 27 is given that a gymnast jumps down from a high piece of apparatus. She gradually bends her knees as she lands. Which effect does this have? Okay, to solve this question, I hope all of you know that force equals to mv minus mu over t. That what you know, right? So that means that force is inversely proportional to what? Time. So what does it mean? Greater the time of impact, okay, the less force we will experience. Got it? So that means if the person is like bending her knees, right? So the purposefully the person is trying to increase the time of impact, right? That means she will experience a smaller force from the ground at the length. That is the right answer for this question. Got it? Question number 28. Question number 28 is given that the table gives four energy resources, states whether the main source of energy for the resource is the sun, which was, this is easy, I think so. So option C, water held behind the dam, and main source of energy is sun. Yes. Okay. Question number 31, sorry, question number 29. The equation that delta P or del P is rho G del H can be used for liquid. Already we did this kind of question, right? Now question is given that what is the value of this rho? This is called rho, right? And rho is called density. So option B, density of the liquid. Okay. Question number 30. What are the correct terms for each change of state, liquid to solid, which is known as I think solidification, right? And liquid to gas, which is known as evaporation. The option C will be your correct answer. Do you understand, everyone? Condensation, listen, I hope all of you know what is condensation means. It is the conversion of a substance from vapor state to denser liquid state or solid state, like initiated by reduction in temperature of vapor. Okay, so for this question the option C will be the correct answer. Now question number 31. Question number 31 is given, extremely small pollen grains in water are viewed through a microscope. The grains are seen to be moved continually randomly. What is the reason for this random movement? The grains are moved by randomly moving water molecule. This is like quite I think correct answer. The grains are moved by random convection current in the water. No, because convection means are we giving like heat to the water? It's not mentioned. So grains are moved by random rays of light reflecting up. No, I don't think the ray of light like has a power to reflect like this. So the grains are moved by random motion of own atoms. No, so this option A will be the correct answer. Okay, so question number 32. Which graph shows how the volume of fixed mass of a gas at constant temperature varies with pressure? So constant temperature means I hope you remember the law which is known as Boyle's law, right? So Boyle's law means what happens? P times V, like PB is a constant. So PV constant means P is inversely proportional to V, the volume, correct? That means if volume increases, pressure decreases, or volume decreases, pressure increases. So this is not a graph of inversely proportional. This is not a graph of inversely proportional. This is not a graph of inversely proportional. This is the graph of inversely graph, right? See, if you see this, when pressure is increasing, your volume is decreasing. This is the option D answer for this question. Got it, everyone, clearly? Question number 33. Question number 33 is given, thermal radiation is a part of electromagnetic spectrum. What is the name of region of the spectrum? Heat means I think the answer should be your like infrared, right? Because thermal radiation mean heat, right? So infrared is like concerned with the heat. That's the answer for this question. Next question. A remote controlled vehicle is traveling on the surface of planet. Okay, the vehicle senses an obstacle ahead. It sends a radio message to the control room from where it is being controlled. The control room is 2.4 times 10 power 6 kilometer away from the vehicle. The control room sends a message back to the vehicle telling it to stop. Okay, message back means is a kind of, we can say, reflected back, right? What is the minimum time that elapses between the vehicle sensing the obstacle and receiving the message back control room? That means it is going and coming back. That means for what formula I'll apply for this question? So I can say that speed equals to 2 times distance over time. Why? Because 2 is multiplied because of it is going and coming back. That's why. Did you get it? And speed of the radio wave will be exactly 3 times 10 power 8. 2 times, I think distance is given 2.4 10 power 6, but it is given kilometer. Kilometer to meter will be converting, like 1 second please, 1 second. I'm writing it here. So I'm writing it here. So speed equals to 2 times distance over time. Speed will be, the speed of radio wave will 3 times 10 power 8, and 2 times distance will be 2.4 times 10 power 6. Kilometer to meter 10 power 3 will come over t. We need to find the value of t, right? So when you rearrange it t, so t equals to, check with the calculator, you'll get 16 seconds. So this will be the option. Got it? Yes. Question number 35. Question number 35. Which statement about the direction of magnetic field at a point is correct? Yes, this option A, because it is the direction of the force on a north pole placed at the point. That's the option. Yes, that is option A is correct answer. Question number 36. That a student draws a graph of an AC supply and a DC supply. Okay. Which row shows the correct labels for W, X and Y? So the straight line shows for, I think, DC, and this alternating supply, this is for Y, this is AC, and in Y axis this will be your, I think, voltage, right? Correct. So I think if you compare this, option D, voltage W and AC supply will be Y and DC supply will be X. So option D is the correct answer. Got it? Question number 37. Question number 37 is given, a resistor transfers 100 joule of energy when charge 10 coulomb flows through it. What is the potential difference across the resistor? Simple question. So the answer is V, voltage equals to work done over charge. So work done equals to 100 joule over charge is, which is given 10 coulomb. If you divide it, I'm getting 10 volt, right? So this option B will be the right answer. Next, wire X, wire Y are made from same metal. The table gives information 2 wires. This is length, which is, I can say, L, cross sectional area, this is A, and resistance given R. Okay, so here question is, what is the resistance of Y? If you remember the formula when you try to compare the two resistance, right? Okay, so I'm writing this one as L1, this is L2, this is area 1, this is area 2, and this is R1, this becomes R2, right? If you remember the formula, that is R1 over R2 equals to L1 over L2 times area 2 over area 1. Why? Because if you remember that resistance is inversely proportional to area, that's why it is flipped. Okay, now just simply put the values there. So R1, what we have, R1 is given 2 over R2, we have, I'm keeping R2 like that, L1 is given 1 over 1.3. Please be careful, area 2 is given 0.3 over 0.4. So when you rearrange it, I'm writing it here, so R2 equals to it will be like R2 equals to, 1 second, 2 times 1.3 times 0.4 over, this will be 1 times 0.3. When you put the value, you will get this answer as a 3.47. 3.47 after 2 significant figure, this answer should be D, 3.54. Did you get it? Yes. Next question. Question number 39. Diagram shows two resistors as a potential divider, right? Because you can see here these two are connected in series, so potential divider, voltage divided, right? So the reading on the voltmeter, it is given 1.8 volt here. That means this resistor have 1.8 volt. Now supply is given by 3 volt. That means this resistor will have 3 minus 1.8, which is equals to 1.2 volt. Do you understand clearly? Right? The question is given, what is the resistance of the resistor R? We are talking about this one. Very simple. We know that resistance is directly proportional to voltage. Now you tell me, for 1.2 volt here, for 1.2 volt, what is the resistance is given? 5 kilo ohm, right? Now question is, find out for 1.8 volt, what will be your resistance? That is the question is all about, right? So now I think we can do like this. So 1.2 times, I think R equals to 1.8 times V. So R equals to, I'm sorry, not V, 1.8 times 5, my bad. So R equals to 1.8 times 5 over 1.2. So if you type this value, you will get 7.5. So C will be 7.5 kilo ohm. Got it? Last question, question number 40. This is given that two electrical appliances are connected to the main supply. The cable connected to the one appliance includes an earth wire. Okay, the cable connected to the second appliance does not need an earth wire. What is the reason for the difference? One appliance has a metal case and but other appliance doesn't. Yes, exactly. So because what happens now, whenever appliance has a metal thing connected to it, we need the earthware for that. So option A will be the correct answer. Got it? I hope all of you understood the questions. I tried to make you understand with the concepts behind it. And all the best, everyone. Okay, and please, once your exam is over, do come and comment in my video the how was your exam. All the best. Thank you so much.